What brings you here? Greetings. Go in peace. How may I aid you? Ancestors watch over.
Looking for something special? Be careful.
Yeah. Yeah. So Dad's bringing home food, so I guess I'll wait. Fried catfish. That is a shame, even though it's a bottom feeder. Yeah, it's one of those fishes you can't really fuck up. You have to try to do it. Yeah. Unless you're Eric, I guess you could probably fuck it up if you tried. But yeah, I didn't even know anybody's doing drugs at the thing yesterday. It was just... Yeah. Well, there's only 8 people, but yeah.
I have just the thing for you.
And of course the fucking bathroom smelled of it, so I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. Fucking retarded.
Go in peace.
Because it... What? Yeah, they really throw the book at you if you get caught with it. But I can... He was treating it like it was just somebody's house, right? Yeah. But it was a rental property that we rented for just one night, and today the actual owner comes by to make sure we didn't fuck it up. Well, there's only one person on the contract, so I guess they're gonna get fucked. And they're an attorney, so they're in trouble if that smell hasn't gone away. So it's probably still there then. And they just left the fucking bong there. Could have been to fuck over that guy. After he was nice enough to go out on a limb for us and pay the $200 to rent the place. Yeah. Well, we lost the place we normally play. We haven't played in a year. So I guess he just got the itch. And $200 is worth it. Even though it was a pretty shitty session. DM made a big mistake. He created a plot line in the adventure for one of the players. But the player he selected was the stoner. And he told him at the very beginning what was gonna go down, what his purpose for being there was, and what he was looking for, and why we were there. Basically, he was looking for some type of dwarf who had some master-crafted sword that was for his master. And the dwarf lived at an inn that was guarded by an empty suit of armor, of animated armor. And you're looking for the sword. You're looking for the sword, and it might be guarded by an empty suit of armor. And he kept saying that, and then we started to get into the game, and we found the blacksmith's dead body without the sword somewhere. And we're like, oh god, we gotta go find the sword. And then one night when we were camping, this empty suit of armor holding a sword marches into camp and walks straight up to the guy that's looking for the sword and presents him with the sword. And of course he's stoned, he freaks out and goes, oh fuck, I'm under attack, and he attacks the armor. And so we kill the armor, and him and the sword are broken. And the DM's pissed, because that was like the point of the adventure, and now we fucked it up. Because the sword was supposed to lead us off to the next part, and then we broke it. Yeah, so he's got to use his imagination to fix what the stoner broke. And then it stopped becoming fun, because the stoner was just like super angry and ragey. Because we were all like, what the fuck? He's like, what do you mean, what the fuck? The stupid thing attacked me. I was just defending myself. And we're like, no, it didn't attack you. He was like, he said it waved a sword at me. It presented a sword to you. And it's the fucking thing, the sword you were looking for. What sword I'm looking for? Nobody told me about a sword I'm looking for. Yeah, it was a super Eric moment, but he was on... like, he's stoned. Yeah. So he just kept arguing. He's like, he never said it saluted me. He never said that I'm looking for a sword. He never said I knew the guy in the grave. And it's like the whole adventure was for him, and apparently they coordinated this before. And like he even came up with part of it. And just completely forgot about it. Yeah. And he was just being ragey and angry for the rest of the night. And all he was focused on was his character can make a mechanical rat that runs around randomly. That's all he kept talking about the whole time. And he did it 3 times, and every time he does it, it cost him 50 gold, and he ran out of gold, and he was pissed that he didn't have money. He wasted it all on this mechanical rat visit. Apparently it's some new retarded class that 5th edition has called the Artificer. The Artificer. Or Artificer. He makes mechanical things that fight for him. And I wondered why that was even in the fucking game. Yeah, that's basically all it is. He's an engineer that makes things. And he contributes nothing to the group because he can't even fight. Or he can, but he's not good at it. So in order for him to have something to do, the DM kind of made the adventure for him. And he blew it. And basically fucked all of us with it.
Goodbye.
Yeah, I suppose. But it's fun. It's just like a party thing. It's an excuse to get together. Yeah, and usually they are. And the stoner was all on board because he was like really driving it, and then he just gets stoned and fucked it all up. Look here. Only he doesn't even do the cool thing and pass out on the couch. Just gets mad and goes to his room. Well, let me know if you come up with anything fun to do. Eric, we're all playing this game that that you're being ragey about. Fine, we'll do something Eric likes. Oh, he went to his room. Never mind. No, fun is like getting in a circle and drawing in the silence and watching gun videos, making spaghetti. Oh, the anti-gravity pasta. This is Ben's fault. Who knew spaghetti was supposed to be slippery? Who knew gravity applied to things on my plate? Damn it, Ben! Yeah, he didn't even mean to blame Ben. It was just like the first thought that came to his mind. No, he blamed Ben for everything. Ben, the kitchen's not clean. After my party, oh, yeah, you heard about that one, right? This much later when Nemo was visiting. Basically... Okay, so Nemo was visiting, and because Nemo was visiting, Ben cleaned the entire house from top to bottom, made it fucking as good as he can get. Which still isn't very good. And then Eric has a party, kind of. They get together and play Dungeons and Dragons in the living room, and they leave pizza boxes and food everywhere. Like, just leave the food out to rot. And it's kind of a mess, and the next day, Eric comes down and goes, Ben, the kitchen's a fucking mess. It's like a hellhole in there. What are you gonna do about it? And Ben was like a deer in the headlights, just baffled about why he's being blamed for the mess in the kitchen, why it's his responsibility to immediately clean it up. Or to have it cleaned up before Eric wakes up. Like... Seriously, right? Get rage, like, filled with rage. What the fuck's your problem there? Yeah. Then men would be in prison. You mean you wish Sean killed him? You know what? I think it'd be great if Eric accidentally killed Sean and went to prison. Can you imagine Eric in prison?
Be careful.
It would. Hey, you know what? He probably would. I don't have to work. They serve me. I get to go exercise. I get to join a club. Kinda have. You get to join a club called the Aryan Brotherhood. They even have a cool name. I got a tattoo to show them I'm a member. Okay, Sean in prison. I can't imagine that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how they treat somebody his weight. He probably did, because you can't... You have... That's all you do after you get that fucking surgery. Yeah, pretty close. I don't know now. It's been ages. He's probably down to normal weight. I mean, that's what... I mean, that's what that surgery does. That's what it's for. I guess you stay down there. I don't know how it works either. I think you just get to a point where it equals out. Or you hit the equilibrium. And you still have to take vitamins and like nutritional supplements because you just cut out part of your intestines so it doesn't all work right anymore. Don't get all the nutrients you need. Oh yeah, I remember that. That's before you even had the surgery. Yeah. Like, fruit's the best thing you can eat, but it's still loaded with sugar. Yeah. Yeah, I felt like shit yesterday because I ate. I know, I was starving. I didn't have breakfast or lunch. And I didn't have dinner because work held me over and I couldn't get back in time to pick up the people for the designated driving shit. And yeah, so when I got there, there was a shitload of food. And I just like destroyed a vegetable platter. And I'm sure that was way too many calories for that, just that vegetable platter. And 2 slices of pizza. It had ranch on it though. And the ranch probably ruined it. But I... Probably not. The pizza was probably... Well, I'm okay. I mean, I can fuck over myself once a day. Or once in a while, right? The important thing is I didn't eat the sugar shit. They had a whole bunch of sodas and a bunch of snack cakes there. But yeah. But it's not additive sugar, and what do they call it? Free roaming sugar? Like free roaming sugar is really bad, but like sugar that's already bound up to something in the form of carbohydrates is okay.
I'm out of range.
Yeah, that's free roam sugar.
I'm out of range. I need to get closer. I need to get
So
closer.
yeah, the white sugar, stevia, aspartame, and maybe molasses and honey are the bad ones. Even though I think if you're gonna go for it, molasses and honey is probably the ways to go. Yeah, I really hate honey. It does not taste good to me. It tastes like absolute garbage. No, I've had natural honey, and natural honey actually tasted worse to me. To me, I forget what it tastes like dirt to me. It's like I'm eating a spoonful of dirt.
Too far away. Too far away.
And Ben didn't get that because last year when I visited, I told him I didn't like honey. And he's like, how could you not like honey? You gotta like honey. Honey's the best for you. You know what? You didn't have the right honey. I've had different types and I don't like it. And he's like, no. Yeah. So he gets this. He goes to that market and gets this all natural organic honey. He's like, no, you're gonna love this honey. This is the best honey. And I tried it and I'm like, it tastes like dirt. It tastes like dirt, like all honey. And he thought I was lying and he couldn't understand. Just don't like honey. I can't even taste the sweetness. Literally like dirt on my tongue.
Isn't ready yet.
But I do like molasses. I guess Ben hates molasses. So it works out. Oh, I guess molasses isn't common up there, is it?
Too far away. I can't do that.
It's everything down here. I mean, barbecue sauce. All grannies, yeah. Fuck that shit. It'll work, but there's a bunch of options here. Just because everyone that makes it is around here. One I like is Muddy Pond. There's also Old Virginia, I think. Which is also a syrup. Really? That many people have fucked you over?
I'm out of range. Too far away.
I guess, never mind, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Makers are the worst. Worse than most artists.
I can't do that.
And they get immediate prestige for the littlest thing.
Too far away. Yet. Need more rage.
The only one I really know much of was that Oz Kangaroo guy. He's just such a pile of crap. But everybody worships him for some reason.
I need to get closer.
Like Akru and Jack are constantly talking about needing to get Oz Kangaroo in their inner circle. But most people don't like him anymore because he stole like thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Yeah, he stole thousands. He basically took all the money from his first... He went on a commission spree, took 50 commissions for fursuits, and had them pay all up front. And then used all that money to have a con in his honor. He had... Who? I don't know. They should, but they probably just Oz Kangaroo. Oh shit, gotta have that, right? So a bunch of people paid a load of money, and he used it to have his Oz Kangaroo con. Yeah, and then he just kept complaining, "Oh, I can't make it for you because I don't have the money for supplies." Of course you don't. Wonder how that happened. So then he made it their fault because they didn't give him more money to buy them the supplies to start it up. And he's disappeared for a long ass time, but Late First still talk about him a lot. And about how great he is. No, he's a good guy. You gotta ignore that whole stealing thousands of dollars thing. So you gotta ignore that thing. It's just like the one mistake he made a few years ago. You gotta learn to forgive.
Too far away. I need to get closer.
Don't think I could forgive somebody that stole $15,000 from victims and then blame the victims.
Too far away. Too far away. I need to get closer. I'm out of range.
It's funny in that regard. Although, that's a different kind of funny. I wouldn't say he's a great comedian. I just find the situation funny.
Isn't ready yet. Not ready yet.
So, you haven't been able to play this game a bit anymore. He started doing this thing he keeps calling a free win, which is what we would do in the first, which is what we did in the first game, which is where you go through the lobby browser rather than start a new game. You go through the lobby browser and try to join a game just as it's finishing up. Yeah, somebody bails, or they never filled the slot, or somebody got kicked out for whatever reason, or they disconnected, and you just get in at the end and you get all the rewards as if you did the whole thing. And every time we play, he's like, "No, let's do free wins." Like, free wins aren't playing. I just want to play. Can't we play? It's like, no, free wins. We gotta get free wins. He's like, "No, it's great. You choose a slot, and I'll choose a slot. We'll see if it's near the end, and we'll join the other player's thing." And it never works out. Because last night when we were doing it, 2 or 3 times a week, or where I did until the free wins came up, and then I don't really play with them anymore. So what ends up happening is we're supposed to join 2 different games with 2 slots open for both of us, and then whoever's further along in their version, the other player joins the other one. But every single time, Ben just grabs a 1-slot game that's just for himself.
I'm out of range.
And then when it's near the end for him, he's like, "Oh, there's no slot, but hold on, let me just finish this up." I'm like, "Are you shitting me?" And then if I'm in a game with 2 slots open, and it's near the end, he's like, "Oh shit, let me join." So I'm like, "Oh." So last night when we were, or not last night, 2 nights ago when we were doing that, I just stopped kind of doing the free win and just played while he was jumping from free win to free win. Because you can't really do it with 2 players. It's very awkward that way. Yeah, it's a solo thing. Because when it's solo, every single lobby game is yours to join because you just have your spot and you gotta grab your slot. But if it's 2 players, you have to have 2 slots open for it. And the other day he wanted to do a 3-player free win, which is retarded. Because we had another person we wanted to play with. And it's like, "Oh, let's do free wins with 3 players. You can't do 3-player free wins because you have to have... There's only 4 slots available in the game, right? So you have to have 1 person that's near the end of the game and all 3 players have to join him near the end of the game. How's that gonna fucking work? It's not gonna happen. So I don't know why he's obsessed. My only guess is he doesn't want to play anymore.
I can't do that yet.
Yeah, I feel like he's just sabotaging us. Yeah, but we all want to play more. He can just quit, right? Yeah, I don't think he wants us to get ahead of him. But it's okay. Yeah, but it's okay if he gets ahead of us, right? But not for him, because if anybody wants to get ahead, he immediately has to join and sabotage and be like, oh, I guess we ruined it for the night, let's quit. And everybody else wants to play more. So now he's like kind of getting annoying. Ash Raccoon and Jin Fox. So we have 4. Yeah, so we have our full 4 team, and if Ben actually played right, we could start finishing the final difficulty. But Ben's done, so he just sabotages. So we can't beat Legendary, because we need 4 players that are actually good, and 1 player's not playing right. Yeah, if 1 player's not playing right, it's over. But Ben's beginning Legendary free wins, so none of us are beginning Legendary. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Sure is, but I'd still like to win. Yeah. And unfortunately, I got fucked because the class I'm playing is like the rogue just before the final patch. And nobody wants me in the group, so if I join a legendary free win, I immediately get kicked out because I'm not the right class. So free wins don't work for me. Ben is the tank class. So, you know, they always want to tank. And then I'm the pure DPS that doesn't do as much DPS as the other DPS. Which is bullshit, because if you play that tank, if you do play that DPS right, you get a lot more DPS. But because it's the DPS that requires skill, nobody wants to run the risk that you don't have the skill. So they just kick you out. It is more fun, I really like it, but other people are like, oh, it's another fucking rogue. He probably doesn't know how to play. Let's just kick him out before we know if he knows how to play or not, right? Yeah. I mean, it's not, because if they know how to play, he's pretty much gonna carry you. Like, so, I don't know, Vermintide might be done for me. Ben might have killed it for me. What? Yeah. What do you mean about Anthropon? Oh, because of... Yeah, Jeep. And Sean. Yeah, he hasn't, even though he still calls frequently.
I need to get closer. Too far away. Need engage.
Yeah, he does that. He does that in the fucking game. It pissed me off. Like, Jeep will call and he abandons us in the middle of the game to go talk to Jeep. Like, no, I gotta take this. No, it's important. Just 5 more minutes and you can call him back, please. Just let's finish out this one. We have all the grimoires and all the tomes. Just let's finish. He's like, no, I'll just go AFK. You guys guard me while I'm talking. Not in this game. If you stand around, you get fucked. You gotta constantly be moving. Except for the few times you gotta stop. And then Ben bitches because he's constantly moving. But he doesn't stop during the point you're supposed to stop. And he'll run ahead and get fucked. And he blames it all on us. That one sucked, actually. I did not like that one. I like PvE, but that one was very fucking boring. Yeah. Who said it was even better? I don't know what Ben said. I thought it sucked. It wasn't as good as last year's. I guess, okay, the only fun part was seeing how bafflingly stupid Overwatch players are. Because there's a part where a sniper shows up, right? And the sniper kills you in one shot if they have their targeting reticle on you. And the sniper always hits if the reticle's on you. Except if you're Genji and you use your stupid sword thing. Otherwise, the sniper always hits you and always kills you in almost one shot. And there's a super easy way to deal with that shit. Just get behind something. And wait for the sniper to take their shot. And then come out. That's all you have to do, is you have to take cover. And I guess the concept of cover eludes Overwatch players. Yeah, that's all they do. They run out right into the open and they all die, and then they bitch at other people for... Yeah, nobody takes cover. They just run out and get shot by the sniper and die. And then of course it's the team's fault for not covering them properly, right? It's the team's fault for being a bunch of cowards and hiding in buildings to avoid getting shot. And it's so stupid easy to beat it too. Because all you have to, there's plenty of spots where there's waves coming out after you. And everyone just runs out and fights the wave out in the open. But you can duck into a building and just funnel the wave through a doorway and just focus all your fire on that doorway to kill everything that comes through it. Nobody ever does that. You don't understand the concept that it's bots, and the bots are stupid, and they will follow wherever you want them to go. And you can just blast them to pieces. Yeah, you can abuse the AI and nobody takes advantage of it. And they throw a fit because they're out in the open just running around like assholes and getting surrounded. Because the AI is coming from every direction, there's a shitload more of them than you. And the AI is just as strong as any player. But they just run out in the open and get surrounded and killed. When you can just funnel them through some narrow spot and blast them. So it's just bafflingly stupid how they're stuck in their ways and they can't get out of thinking that running and gunning is the only way to play. It's a lot of fun. Is it? Is it fun going down immediately? Yeah, but they don't know that. You can not go down by taking cover. You can run circles inside the building and just shoot them as they come.
Later.
But all of them clearly want free wins, but they don't want to do the work to get the free win. So then I also found a new way to do free wins on Vermintide. I probably shouldn't have told Ben about it. Yeah. It's basically speedrun. It's the way I want to do it because you don't have to rely on other players, so there's no chance I get kicked out. I just have to do a speedrun. And I was watching speedrun plays, and they're actually pretty easy. Although Ben's having trouble with them. Ben's not very good at the game. I also gave him a bunch of tips the other day I probably shouldn't have. He kept getting fucked on the speedrun because there's a monster, like an ogre that spawns. And if the ogre spawns, your speedrun's over, you gotta quit and start over. But Ben didn't know that, so he kept trying to run with the monster spawned and kept bitching that he kept getting stuck on something. Because you can't leave the game if the monster spawns, you gotta kill the monster. But the way speedrunning works is you're literally just running through all the hordes and getting on the other side of them. And you're trying to run through the level until you get enough monsters following you that the spawn limit gets hit, so they can't spawn any more monsters. Okay. What? You don't have to kill any monsters. No, not monsters, enemies. So you're just running through the level to try to get as many enemies behind you in a train so that the game can't spawn any more enemies in front of you, so you're just running through the level as it's empty with a bunch of shit behind you. And that's what you're trying to do. But if a monster spawns, you can't leave the level until the monster's dead. So if the monster spawns, you got a big mass of enemies right behind you, and it becomes impossible to defeat the monster, so the run's over, so you just quit and restart. And hope the RNG doesn't spawn a monster next time. But even with the quit and restarts, the game goes from 40 minutes per level to 5 minutes per level. So you can start and so you can quit and restart at least 5 times before it gets to the point where you might as well have just played it right. Yeah. So you got 5 chances at the RNG not spawning a monster, so it's usually worth it to do the speedrun. And the best part is you can do it on any difficulty because the concept is just get past all the enemies and keep running. So the difficulty suddenly doesn't matter at that point, as you shouldn't be engaging in fights. And the only way you die is if you get stuck on something or you make a bad decision and you let the horde catch up to you. And then Ben's trying to do it on the Slayer character, who has no hit points, so if he gets hit once, he's dead. Speedrun. Not really. When you got... There's only 2 characters, the Slayer and the Handmaiden. And it just so happens the Slayer is Ben's favorite character, so of course he went for the Slayer. But the Slayer's the harder one to do it on, and the Handmaiden's the easier one to do it on. I don't care, I just want the loot. And the legendary beats. I mean, I guess you can't do the speedrun on any other character, because you need... Those 2 characters have a plus 10% speed bonus. And then the only 2 characters that can get fast enough that the horde can't catch up to them. But Ben never actually mastered the basics of the game, so he's still getting fucked. Like, he never blocks, which is very important in the game. Especially when trying to get past the horde, you hold down block and start sidestepping to get past them as fast as possible. And he doesn't block, he just sidesteps and then gets hit and dies. Yes. But it's how you get past them. Well, you slow down and you block, but while you're doing the dodge, you speed up again, so it's kind of a wash. But I think Ben's character slows down. Again, the Handmaiden doesn't slow down when she blocks. And then she also has a dash special ability that lets her just go through a bunch of hordes. Oh, and regeneration, so she's just absolutely the best for this type of crap. Most missions. There's 3 you definitely can't do though. It also depends on the bots dying quickly, and he doesn't kill those bots fast enough. Well, my run's over already. I ran over to spawn. I haven't been able to beat it yet, but Ben said he finally beat it last night. Whoa, Discord has a stream option now? Looks like they're different. I clicked stream, but that's not doing anything. No, it's not stream mode. I hit share screen, and one option was stream, and the other was share screen. He's pretty much the best, absolute best tank. But Ben... Yes. Ben actually bitches in this level I'm about to do now, because there's a part where you're running through a wheat field, and he can't see. Yeah, he's invisible in the pile. Yeah, I guess so. It's short, heavy document. Yeah. It's a bad spawn. No! Okay. So Ben can't do that blocking thing I'm doing. He just refuses to do it and he gets fucked. I never tried to speedrun this level either. I just realized it might be easier because there's so much open space to get around stuff. I shouldn't be looking back either, but it's making me paranoid. Okay, I'm gonna do something dangerous. Got a speed potion. But it's in a corner, so if I didn't get it and get out of the corner, I'd be fucked. It's gonna be RNG at this part too.
Zug zug. Victory! Strength and honor! Yabu!
Yeah, I'm fucked.
Raw. Strength. All hall. Be safe.
I got the best deals anywhere!
Mukra!
Oh, and I think we're fucked at work because the client just completely changed their mind on something they've been telling us consistently for 3 months. And now we gotta go... They made a really unreasonable request to fix it in 5 minutes. We're like, we just did 500,000 documents. You want us to go through 500,000 documents in 5 minutes to fix this issue? Yeah. They changed their mind about what, I mean, we can probably fix it relatively quickly, but not 5 minutes. Fucking fast. Oh no. This is nerve-wracking. I don't like this. Oh no! Damn it! That type of shit. It's just one mistake and you're done. The only reason that happened is because I didn't have my special ability charged. Yeah. I had no way of getting around those 3 guys that just blocked that path. But that was the hardest difficulty, that's why I died immediately as soon as I got caught. Yeah, they changed their mind about what's relevant. And basically, they're blaming us, even though the document they're using to blame us was the document we asked, is this relevant? And they said no. Now suddenly it is. Basically, yeah. I haven't looked at Eric's Twitter in a while. Slash. Alright. That was, yeah. That was when I was visiting Ben 2 weeks ago? Because Mike decided he was going at the last minute. Oh, why wouldn't you if it's right there? Eddie's going too? Oh my god. That's a... wow. Versus are the best thing for Ed then, aren't they? I wonder how he got that. That's Alana, really?
Not enough rage. Not enough rage.
Oh.
I can't do that yet.
It's kind of fair. They got to the right conclusion the wrong way. Sometimes that's even worse than getting the wrong conclusion, though. I yell at people about it all the time. It's like, look, I was right. Like, but your reasoning was completely wrong. Oh, this is... There's no... The technically right way is to have the proper reasoning and the right conclusion. No. The right conclusion alone does not make you right. Well, yeah, people use it all the time. It's a logical fallacy, though, and incorrect. But to plebs, it's all that matters.
Speak, friend. Glory to the whole.
That's a monster, but he's a guaranteed spawn in this level, and the guaranteed spawns don't stop you. There's an invisible wall that stops you if you don't kill the monster, but that doesn't show up if they're... well, this runs over. But the invisible wall doesn't show up if the monster's scripted to be there. It's only the randomly spawned ones that stop you. You'd think that, wouldn't you? That's what I thought. No, that's what I think too, but... guess not. There are 3 levels where they do stop you, but those are bosses. Actual proper boss fights. I need to level this up one more time. Or this character up. I'd have an easier time if I got to level 25 because there's an ability she can get. Yeah, I can either reduce the cooldown of that really useful dash by 30%, or I can get an ability where enemies forget I'm there for 3 seconds, which gives me a bigger gap. No, when I okay, so the reason you use Corellia, this character here, the Handmaiden, is their special ability, which is this dash, which is super useful for getting ahead of the mobs as they're following you. And at level 25, I get a talent that either lets me do that dash more often, or when I do that dash, the enemies forget I'm there for 3 seconds. So they just stand there like nothing's happening, and while they're standing there, that's an extra... Yeah, you go invisible, and they just stand there and do nothing for 3 seconds. And while they're standing there and doing nothing for 3 seconds, that's more space I'm getting between me and them. Yes. But that's also useful for... As you saw, the reason I died in that one run is like I'm trying to get through this door, but there's 3 enemies right here, and I have no way of getting through them unless I do the dash through. So the dash is useful for also getting past tight spots where enemies are blocking my way. Or I can use the dash and get more distance between us. So either way, one of those talents is going to be a lot of help, and it's just RNG which one's going to be the better one.
I'm out of range.
Well, I guess not, because
Not enough.
I guess the 3 seconds of them standing still is probably going to be more useful than the extra. Yeah, they react, you start aggro, start chasing again. But that's 3 seconds of a bigger gap.
Need more rage.
The trick is just getting such a big gap between you and them that there's no threat of them hitting you.
I need to get closer.
Guess I gotta level up more.
Far away. Target something.
Let's go for some free wins.
Isn't ready yet. Isn't ready yet.
The only problem with free wins is you don't know where anybody is in the game until you play. Oh, Ben's arguing with me. He thinks the other level you can speedrun is better than the against the grain. The one I was just in where you got more open space. The other one is a city, so it's just a bunch of tight spaces, and if shit gets in your way, that's it. Game over. It's like this. Yeah, the spaces are tighter, so it just takes 3 enemies to block your way. And you'll need that special ability to get past them. But against the grain, it's just big open fields, so if there's a horde, I can step beside them. What are these assholes doing? They're not helping. Let me get surrounded. All these people I'm playing with suck. They just threw a bomb and hurt me.
Far away. I need to get closer. Not ready yet.
Wow, what a nigger. The melee class just took ammo, and I'm the range class, I'm out of ammo. I pretty much... I'm out of ammo. My dual wielding's not as good as his weapon in melee. I'm just gonna sabotage this group. Yeah. Oh look, if I had ammo, I could help them right now. Pretty short. They're both kicking me. Oh, the elves fuck. Oh, the dwarf's fucking them now. He just split up from the group and ran back by himself to the other side, where they just spent all this time crossing. Now he's got to cross again.
I need to get closer. I can't do it.
Now he's running up by himself.
Not enough. Not ready yet. I can't do that.
Oh, he's gonna stand in the storm.
Not enough rage. I need more rage. Isn't ready yet. Rage. Too far away. Too far away.
He's actually using the pickaxe.
Yet.
It's the worst weapon in the game,
Yet.
but he's actually doing okay with it.
Rage.
Maybe I should tell Ben I saw a really good slayer
Yet.
using the pickaxe.
I need to target something. His ability isn't ready yet. I can't do that yet. Identify target. I need to get closer. Too far away. Isn't ready yet. Need more rage.
That was unfortunate RNG. What? They're gonna blame me for the RNG. The Vermintide 2 Internationals, I love it. They're gonna blame me even though I saved that guy. They are yelling at each other. This is only champion. I don't know what the fuck they're bitching about so much. No, I really need experience, so I can't get kicked out. This is just a complete waste of my time. What do you mean, bin logic? Oh, wasting all my time for no fucking reason. Just because he wants to quit, so he can ruin my time too. But I don't want to quit, so the bin logic doesn't work. Yeah, I know, that's the problem. That's why I'm not bitching at him.
Mogra!
It really sucks that people can kick you so easily in this game. Because you do like any minor thing to annoy them and you're out. Which is why you have to play with friends, but of course I can't rely on Ben. Because he'll just fuck the group. Now he's whining I got him up, but I got him up in puke, even though the puke wasn't there when I started getting him up. What? Just before I get in? Yeah. I don't know what the Slayer's doing. He should be focusing on the monster, because that's his thing. Yeah, that's the second. That's why the Slayer's the second option for speedrunning for that leap. You can speedrun most of them. Like, you could shit. The block delayed. Oh wait, no, you can't speedrun this level. Because there's a boss at the end, you gotta kill the boss. Oh, did they? Wow, they got this book, Grimoire, and just immediately died. There's a Grimoire up there, and if you die while holding it, it's gone for good. I know, he never gives a direct answer to anything. Wait, he has to do it? Eddie knows how to... What is he? Oh, he's rooming with Eddie, isn't he? Oh, I don't want to go. Eddie? Yeah. Oh, tell him that because Jeep's there, she kicked you out. This other player keeps shooting me in the back. He'll kick me. It only takes half the votes, so it just takes these two people to kick me. Nope. Yeah. Oh wait, it does take 3. It's just anything they'll kick you for. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that happens here too. Just out of the blue? Up the fat. Oh, the good fats. Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry, Hardless. That was the boss fight. Well, so you went off your diet for a few months? You hit your equilibrium? So you have to...
Who you be? Okie dokie. Be seeing ya.
I'm surprised that shitty group actually won. There, Overwatch.
What is it? I haven't got all day.
I almost matched them despite being dead for most of that. He just says back at you.
Embrace the shadow.
What would you ask of
I
death?
didn't even see if I leveled up. Didn't play more of this shit. So fat was making you lose weight again? Oh, so you, yeah. Really?
This had better be good.
Where's your equilibrium at? Where are you at? How much do you weigh? 27. That's not too bad. Yeah, and considering how big you are, you probably won't be able to reach the legendary 160. Which is supposed to be the best, but that seems awfully light to me. I was about to say, you're too big to be 70. I mean, as in tall and stout. You can set the goal to whatever you want it to be. What the fuck? This is not a free win. They're at the beginning. Yeah, I just shot that guy in the head before. There, I just started shit. I aggroed something I shouldn't have aggroed from a long way off. Oh, it's all going down. Like the best part to talk shit is at the beginning of a match or at the end. Because at the end, then you're just in the middle. You're just wasting your fucking time if they kick you. I'm trying to get to aggro to me, and I'm going to lead it to somebody.